happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, eating MTV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's the voice of somebody who needs you. When you're lost out there and you're all alone, life is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
Metalheads!
What's up?
That intro is so wholesome until fucking we start killing ourselves.
Yeah, I've never seen that. That's hilarious.
We loved it. We got to film a few of those too. I still have a couple of what do we have? Like some what do you call those blooper reels that we didn't use? Maybe we'll throw in there a couple of times for you. But welcome, Metalheads. Welcome, Karl, the Lord Necron, Lee. Fucking hey, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Doing it. Doing it. Mandatory Metal and Mayhem. Pretty new, soon to be just called Mayhem Sundays, by the way. Let's get that out of the way. We're going to get that mouthful just cut down to 2 easy words. Metalheads, Mayhem Sundays. So start thinking about it. That's where we're going to
Mayhem Sunday. I like that. Yeah, it's
What do
better
you
than
think,
mandatory
Necron?
Mayhem Sundays.
Right, that's a
that
lot.
is a mouthful, yeah.
Yeah.
Like Friday night football or fucking TGIF Fridays or whatever the fuck you guys call it, all right? Kind of.
Yeah, totally.
Nothing
Yeah,
like that. Exactly.
That was actually what that intro had everything to do with. That was the part of the TGI Friday lineup back in the day for those of you that are in the know.
Oh, did it?
But hell yeah. Yeah, Karl's here tonight. We're going to celebrate that new HOD. He was at some release party, I heard, or maybe saw last. I don't know if he was serious about that or not, but
Yeah,
we'll ask.
Yeah, we'll get that. Do your thing.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
I'm ready to yap already.
No, oh yeah, we can't wait. No, I'm glad to have you. We love having you on. You're the fucking, again, open invitation for this guy right here. But, yeah. We're going to get to all that later, but Karl's here to join us with Lee and I to talk about the Norwegian Black Cult channel as well. All right. This is the first time thing we're doing here. Lee was fucking awesome. He got this interview, and due to, incredible, time zone differences, this is really the only way we can do this, right? He's all the way in Norway, obviously, Lee, right? And Lee,
Not quite Norway, but I think it's Estonia or something. But it's like a 7-hour difference.
Yeah.
Estonia.
Okay. Estonia. Thank you.
Estonia.
I should live in Estonia. But yeah, all right. Estonia it is. But again, this guy's hard to get on. He's anonymous. He does not have a name. He remains nameless, but he does pretty cool vids. He does a lot of sketchy shit, a lot of edgy stuff. And Lee was cool enough to get this cool pre-recorded interview, but we're going to be able to interact with it. Karl and Lee and I are going to be here. We're going to be able to play some of it so you all get to hear it. And we're also going to be able to pause. Lee asked 5 questions, and then we'll get to all talk about it. And we brought these two on. I'm not as much of a black metal expert at all compared to these two guys right here. So we're really coming strong, bringing Necron in of PIOUS, LEVUS, and HOD, and Thorn Spawn, many bands that you guys all know. Hails Lord Pydiri and Brother Kai. Welcome. Thralls of Metal. Hell yeah. Welcome, Necrotic Nick. A lot of people. But yeah, we're excited to do this. We should shout out a few things first. Go check out that Fomorian merch. We got that Go to Mentis cassette out. Thank you for everybody who already purchased that. That was a great stream the other night. And we're happy to work with those boys over there. Very proud to work with such a legendary New York band. And look at that. We got some of Karl's patches up there. The PIOUS LEVUS patches. Get your gold or red. Right there. Those are fucking awesome. And, all the rest of that shit there. And while you're over there, go check out DeadlyGroundsCoffee.com. Soon to just be called Mayhem Sundays. But go ahead and put in the discount code 666. Last week, Brother Tom Lealios came on and set a show record for views. And we're not here to blow smoke up our own ass, but Lee and I were just talking about it backstage. That video got well over 2,000 views, and we couldn't believe it.
Wow!
I'm not. Yeah,
that's hard to do in underground.
Yeah, it's an anomaly, maybe because the most we had before was a little over 450. There, shout out Marty, and then there was a few in that one. So we're in it to win it, baby. So you can no. So
I will bring those down for you.
We're trying to get back to the underground levels. We don't want to be at that height. No, just kidding. But thank you guys for however that happened. We thank you all. And again, we don't expect that every week in any way, shape, or form. But thank you guys for the support. That was fucking amazing. And yeah, got to go to Memphis. I'm gonna say, can we throw up that Realms of Rock promo real quick if we could? Go check out brother Eddie over there at 400 Broad Street, rear entrance, Milford, PA. He does buy used records, and if you're not in Pennsylvania, you can always go to the realmsofrock.com, Metalheads, and peruse the vast selection he's got over there. I get shit from there all the time, and Eddie always throws in a couple extra fun things for you in there. So go support Eddie over there at the Realms of Rock. We did the coffee cut. All right. Yeah, go check this guy's shop. This guy right here, by the way. Yeah, we're going to give a live ad here while he's here. Necron providing the work jams for all of us out there. Daytime into the other night, you even did some like drive home jams. I got to listen to.
I mean, but it's just how busy I am actually working when I can, because I mean I can squeeze them in pretty much any time, but I would like to be able to interact with the chat a little. So sometimes I just go by how busy I am and what parts of the days I can hit, but usually around lunchtime.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like to say, that's not my only thing I do on my channel, but that is the most common thing I'll do on the channel is work jams and shit like that.
Legendary interviews as well. I want to point that out. I mean, you're huge guy in the Texas metal scene and underground metal scene in general. You know what I mean? So you've done many amazing interviews, and he still does. Again, it's just hard to find that time, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
sure.
But again, go support those work jams if you can, and whenever he's doing I always try and catch him when you're at night too. I'm watching during the day when I can. I can't always comment.
Also too on the weekends, I'll come in and like around midnight my time and do a show or close to it. If I'm home, I got, like, all right, I got time to do this tonight, or nothing else is going on. I'm not watching some interesting movie or something. I'm like, all right, fucking gonna do the witching hour from the real late night maniacs,
Hell yeah. Well, and don't forget the Necro Wolf and the Necro Knights. I'm a member of the Necro Knights, okay? Go support the Necro Knights. Necro Wolf comes out sometimes, does some crazy ass shit. All right?
Necro Wolf's hard to get a hold of. He's on the run with all this new immigration issues. He's keeping it low. A couple of tortos are looking for him. They're saying, he might owe some child support. I don't know if that's true or not. So we shall see. The wolf is, he's kind of MIA, I'll say.
The Necro Tortas. Oh man, Karl and I went on like a 1 month spree of just sending each other like torta stuff from Instagram, right? Now it's been other stuff. We're not going to talk about it here, but it's secret stuff. Maybe it's sketchy. That's a lot of fun, but yeah. Anyways, all right. Welcome T-Bone, Megan. Ton of fucking cool people in the chat. What do you say, Lee? Let's get to that fucking interview you did, man.
Yeah, we can do that. So MBK, I don't know if anyone here is familiar with Norwegian Black Cult, but he's a guy that is over, like we said, in Estonia, somewhere over in the European parts of the world. And he does these almost like vinyl community stuff, like he shows off things that he's gotten. But he's one of these guys that kind of has a backstory to everything that he shows. He almost does history lessons on some of the things that he, even with some of the symbolism and what's behind it, and super interesting, right? But what he's, I think, become known for now is that all you see when he's doing his videos is just his hands, right? That's all you'll see. And but the content is really like thorough, really, really cool. So if you're like a black metal guy who loves looking at, just ultra obscure black metal releases that come from all different parts of the globe, and there's a story behind each one. Norwegian Black Cult, go and subscribe and have a look what he's doing. I think he got a slap on the wrist recently, and he's been removed from the tube, but I'm sure he'll be back. But yeah, super cool. So what I did was we tried to organize like a live thing, but yeah, 7 hours in front, which means it'd be 3 o'clock in the morning there. So we thought that was a bit rude. So we figured, let's try and do something where he'll record the answers on his side and we'll record the questions on this side. And then I thought that's too much work. Let's just ask him live. So it's half live. And I've been sitting on this for maybe 2 weeks, I'd say right now. I think we've had all this.
Maybe a little more. Yeah.
Yeah, we were supposed to do this last week, but we forgot Tom was coming.
Well, I didn't, but yeah, we did. It's okay. Hey, we fixed it in time. We didn't pull a Gary Delabate and double book.
I'd also like to say I'm not in charge of the calendar, so I was in the right. Everyone else was wrong, and we had to bump it. So cheers. But yeah, I don't know if Miss A's got all that clued up so I can ready to go. But this is the first question I did ask him. So I'm not going to read it to you verbatim. I'll give you the gist of it. So he's one of the more interesting ones, right? If you don't know another gentleman by the name of White Filth, he also does something very, very similar. So he's kind of like him, but more culty because you just don't see him. You don't know who he is, right?
He's anonymous.
So yeah, I just wanted to know like how that all started. Like why the hands? Why the channel?
Yeah. That's good because that is what he does. It's really cool.
So first things first, thank you for having me. Thank you for the interest in the channel, in what I do. Obviously, I know it's controversial to some point, but it is what it is. I think these kind of topics, they need to be discussed. And we're living in a free world. Last time I checked, it was a free world. So why not discuss them? Why not, show people that you can genuinely enjoy something without supporting the ideology, or you are supporting ideology, but we can find common grounds and talk common sense into each other. So yeah, let's start with the first question.
Which I just gave you. He's a little behind.
And yeah, by the way, we are drinking a beer, of course, when we are going to talk about this. So we're drinking Fat Lizard, brought it from Finland on the last trip, which was like a week ago or something like that. Just a simple lager, but it has a very beautiful art here. So yeah, let's pop that open and get to the questions then.
Do we have fat lizards here? Do you have them in Texas?
What do you got down there? Don't you got those?
I haven't seen a fat lizard.
I've
seen a fat lizard, but I haven't seen the beer fat lizard.
In your pants doesn't count, Lee.
Oh. I was going to take a photo.
So how did it start? It's an interesting question.
How does Fred know? I mean,
basically the whole channel, the whole idea behind the channel started when I outgrew the Instagram, I think, because I was getting constant bans there for showing politically incorrect stuff, and I was like kind of, on the sides if I should do it there or not. So I decided to do it in the close friend group. Yeah. And one day I was just at home, bored. I was sick. My wife was working. The kids were in school, and for the whole week I had nothing to do. So my first video is actually filmed vertically because I was an idiot. I didn't know how to film. It was one record only. It was like 5 minutes long. It was one of the most shameful videos that I ever did. Speaking of Tom, yeah, I think Tom was one of the first guys that I've watched. White Hill Vinyl. I'm calling him Tom because he writes his name in the description of his videos, so I'm guessing there's nothing to hide there, since the name is there, even the address I think is there. Yeah, so, and I decided to start the channel out of boredom, and I just thought that maybe, the community will be a little bit different here on YouTube compared to the Instagram one. Because Instagram one was back in those days was pretty woke, and the channel is now like six and a half years old already. So yeah, Whitefield Monthly Crew Forever One was another big inspiration for me. Nick, I've met him on Steelfest. We talked, hanged out for 2 days. We also hanged out with James, who is doing Stormwind 79 channel. So also very awesome guys.
Aussie.
Cheers, guys. Here's a fat lizard for you. So that kind of blew out of just boredom and the idea that maybe I should try something different. So yeah, that's it.
All right, pause that. So I didn't catch, there was a third person. He said Tom from Whitefield, the Storm 79 guy. I couldn't get, I haven't seen this video either, guys, so I don't know what he's going to say or what he's doing. But you know, so I didn't catch the third one, so I have to go back and have a look at that.
He said scar something. Yeah, go ahead, Lee.
No. So I'm just, you know, I've got to ask that question. I asked everyone who has a channel that I'm kind of interested in, and it's funny that everyone starts on Instagram, and that it seems to be the way.
I did not. I started on YouTube here, but I took a good almost 2 years before someone told me, probably like my daughter, that hey, you're filming it wrong and you should do shorts. And I started doing those stupid shorts videos, and people started watching. I remember back in the day when I started doing those, you could watch the views go. Brrr. You can't do that anymore. I don't know why YouTube doesn't do that. Anyways, I mean,
channels I've seen that, like especially the bigger ones. You see the views clicking over as you're watching it. It's crazy. Like,
they're
millions of views.
going up and down or whatever. Yeah.
Were you an Instagram guy, Karl?
No, actually, Instagram I think was the last thing I got on.
Yeah, me
too. I think I was like Facebook forever. Then I had YouTube a channel just to upload basically odd stuff, video, whatever. But I never like would go on camera for
Nick.
For like geez, man, 5-10 years, I don't know. But yeah. So yeah, and then I think once I got the channel, then I used Instagram to promote the channel as well.
Yeah, I didn't get Instagram until we had started Fomorian. And then we're like, well, if we're going to do a Fomorian, I should get a personal one, right? And then I was like, wow, that shit flies on Instagram. Like Instagram does, if you want to get followers quick, I guess. It went, I had 11 subscribers on YouTube for like a year. You know what I mean? Or whatever. And I didn't care. And when I got that 12th one, I drank like 8 beers at it. I'm like, babe, I got 12 subscribers. Blah! You know, I'm like, anyways.
We lost 2. Fuck.
Right. Lee. You know, yeah, and you'd kind of I wouldn't feel super bad, but yeah, you might feel kind of way about it back then, you know. But yeah, Instagram, as soon as I got it, I mean, obviously I had the YouTube platform, so that helped, right? Because there's a crossover, you know what I mean? So that boosted. So that's probably bad analytics for my experience, but you know, that's a good question. Yeah, I mean, Instagram or I keep hearing people, you know, do a TikTok. I am not gonna do TikTok, and just because I already manage so many other little accounts, that's just one more thing. But what do you guys think?
I just popped in to say thank you everyone for like watching and rewatching, sharing, liking, commenting after the show, like down in the comments, and then talking during the show and all the chatters. It's making such a big difference. You guys rule. We are so close to 8,000 subs, and I just wanted to come on and thank everybody because you guys rule.
Good job, man.
Thank you, Miss A. Thank you, Miss A.
Pat on the back.
Getting there, we're creeping.
Yeah, we're quite a force to be reckoned with us.
It goes up and down. It goes.
There we go, demonetized again. Thanks, Dissection.
I agree with Nick and Jake. I am not going to ever do TikTok either. I can't.
Necrowolf has a TikTok, but he only posted once on there. So
that guy probably has an OnlyFans and a fucking. I bet the Necrowolf does all kinds of stuff.
He's probably in different aliases.
We We should get on there and blow that fucking Necro Wolf TikTok up.
We really should.
I'd be surprised if Necrowolf even remembers how to sign into his TikTok.
He's like, I can't post shit. It's all.
I mean, you don't understand the hassles we go through. Like, we have this thing where, God forbid, if Shred ever gets signed out of his YouTube account, I think the show's got to end.
Yeah,
no one can get back in. Yeah, it's
help.
Yeah,
it's all a fingerprint. It's a fingerprint, man. And if you don't have my finger, I definitely don't have it written down. That's fucking years ago that happened. So
save their finger at all costs.
It is. It'll be like a fucking Mission Impossible movie. I'm like, babe, something happens to me. Cut off my right finger and give it to Lee and Miss A. Anyways.
Nevermore. That is your drop. Anytime that you come on, it drops.
That's right. That's the key word. Nevermore. So this will keep it going. But so the one question, I think, if you're an avid watcher of this guy, is the politically incorrect stuff. So the question wasn't so much about, why or how or whatever, but like, do these get way more attention? Because my suspicion is that, you can show something that's whatever, but as soon as you show something kind of naughty, that's when the attention, it's like the drama thing, right? If you got drama, it gets the views.
Oh yeah, the sketch sells.
Yeah, so I'm going to go
Black
ahead
Metal Underground. Yep.
So I'm going to go ahead and bet that these outview the other ones easy. But anyway, we'll let him explain it.
About the politically incorrect channel, or videos rather to say. It's hard to say if they are the most popular videos on the channel. For example, I did the Steel Shop video last week, or this week. Last week, yeah, I did. So that gathered like, I don't know, 12,000 views. The Kvlt video, the video of the shop Kvlt in Helsinki, also gathered like 12,000 views. There's Nazabled, which is aka the ex-Helvet store, that has a lot of views. It has the exhibitions from Norway, which were black metal exhibitions in the Museum of Norway, and it had one of the churches that Varg and Faust burned, if I'm not mistaken. Views-wise, the overall assumption, of course, is that the politically incorrect is the most viewed content on the channel. It's 100% true. In overall, if you combine it, it's it probably, the amount of videos already beat like Steelfest, Steel Shop, Kvlt Shop. If you combine them together, all the festivals that are Halls of Winter festivals that are filmed, it probably either beat it or is at the same level of those views when combined together. Politically incorrect one was actually started also as a reaction. The first video was not called Politically Incorrect Update. It was called Black Metal No Safe Space. One day I just woke up and it was during those times when people felt very sensitive about black metal. They all of the sudden started to feel like everything has to be clean, everything has to be pure for some reason, in black metal, of all the fucking things. If you think about it, it's just a bit ridiculous. It's like making a safe horror movie, it doesn't work this way. There has to be something, something a little bit dirty about it, something a bit controversial about it, something against the system, maybe, something nihilistic, something misanthropic. All of a sudden, there are accusations that Marduk are Nazis, Mgła from Poland are Nazis, And it accumulated over the weeks, and then I saw this video of a bunch of American guys in some club. There's like maybe maximum 40 of them. They're all like, and this is not a discrimination, I want to make it clear, like, you have blue hair, I don't care, you look a little bit weird, I don't care, yeah. So they all look like this, like a typical woke crowd, let's put it this way, again, no discrimination. And one guy in the mic grabs the microphone and says something like, I mean, probably most of you have seen this video, fuck the Burzums, fuck the Gravelands, we're taking this scene, you know. And then at that moment I thought, you're taking nothing, you know. At least if you are taking it, I'm not gonna give it to you easily, you know. I'm not gonna give something, and I'm 40 years old right now, something that I loved, cherished, and was a part of it for so long, yeah. I'm not gonna give it to you that easily. So I woke up, grabbed a bunch of new vinyl that I got from Haspec, I think, from France, great distro and label, check them out. I knew that there might be some consequences, but I also thought that I'm not gonna just blatantly talk about them, you know, like I'm gonna bring some history to it, some concepts behind the albums, concept behind the art, the cover art. What does this mean? Who is this individual here? Who is that? Why is that here? Or, you know, just general. What do the signs mean? Are they pagan? Are they from? I don't know. Are they more nationalistic signs? Or, like I said. Where is this quote from? Oh, this quote is from, I don't know, Rudolf Hess, and he said it on that day, and he meant that, and that, yeah. So I try to bring also knowledge to it, not just showcasing, you know, like, here's a record, you know, it has a Nazi imagery here, and you should be cool with it. No, I'm trying to speak a little bit about it. So yeah, that's how it was actually born. Like, it was born out of a reaction, you know. Reaction to the word. I don't like this word. I've heard it used around, but since of course my language is not my primary language is not English one, for a better term I'll use this word. You know, pussification of black metal, which I didn't appreciate at the time. So yeah, that's that.
So interesting, because I mean, like, I think a majority. And I don't know about what you think, Karl, but like I kind of think when you see a lot of the symbols now on the records, like maybe a lot of it is done for more shock or you know, sales. I mean, there wasn't that much of this before, right? Or if it was, it wasn't so in your face. Now it's you can't throw a stone without hitting a fucking NSBN band.
It was way more underground back in the day, you know, of when black metal was like kind of, you know, going off in the 90s, and this type of you know, and politically incorrect, we'll say, black metal was the more real underground black metal, you know. It was yeah, I seen it become way more out there. But I also like to, you know, point out what I was doing black metal, like hardcore, and it was really a small group of people dedicated throughout, you know, at least I'm going to speak from American, you know, scene, not, you know, Europe or anywhere else. I can only speak from U.S. That, like I would say, like, you know, Thorn Spawn and like Krieg and Judas Iscariot was all like maybe late second wave, third wave black metal from America. And it was everybody was in contact with each other in one way or another, and it was a kind of a really small thing. And you know, then you had like Absu and Demasy and Profanatica, the more bigger bands up front. But all the what he's talking about, I think, is the wussification and all that is when he's right, when all the blue hairs, which like the punkers and all that, started like finding black metal through bands like Midnight and things, and then, well, what else is black metal? And they found all this sketch. They got terrified, and they want to shut it down because obviously that doesn't go with, you know, the politically correct type of thing they want to put out there. You know that these are the people who like became Antifa and all that type of stuff.
Yeah,
they don't want, obviously they don't want to hear this, but it was never really meant for them in the first place. It wasn't meant. Black metal wasn't meant for a lot of people, and
right.
It really shouldn't became so fucking mainstream and big as it did, but it happened. You know, sometimes this you can't control what happens, you know, and it did. So it attracted people who should have never really heard real black metal.
Yeah.
You know, they should have stuck to Demi Borger. And I like this. I mean, like, I know I don't like anything they've done after like 2010, obviously, but you know, back in the 2000s and the 90s, you know, it was fine. But that's really where they should have cut off. It shouldn't gone into the underground and
Right.
That's my spew on there.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of feel that like the same in the sense that I remember hearing about Absurd and, you know, a few bands like that. And other than that, it was mostly like more punk bands. But they weren't like Absurd weren't good. Like, do you remember listening to the early Absurd? It was like, it was really kind of bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
Right.
It's not
And
good
now,
music.
now you've got like, you know, like, I mean, you can whack anyone in this now. Now you just got to kind of play with someone who's played with someone, you know, like at this point, like Bloodduster has got guys in it that has like went on to play in like NSBM bands. So it's so crazy that, or they've, you know, so Bloodduster kind of has that smell of something, because, you know, but it's crazy that like when you just, if you're a Finnish black metal guy, chances are you're now just NSBM for the simple fact that you've played with someone who probably sat next to the guy who knows the neighbor of Werewolf, right? Because that's pretty much how that scene goes. But it seems like a lot of them don't also deny it too. So because I think it must have some type of, you know, sell through factor, and that's what gets me. Where now I think it's like, well, you put the whatever it is, the Black Sun or whatever the sun is, on the cover somewhere, and that'll at least sell you another dozen more copies of that thing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Fair enough.
And so it feels like it's very now much a
I
fashionable.
hate to say it, like
Symbolism.
Sometimes the sketch bands do the best black metal right now than black metal. I mean, I hear a lot. I'm like, oh, it's sketch, but damn it. They're good at what they do, you know.
It's catching my ear. Why is it catching my ear so much?
Well, some of it's really catchy now, like especially, you know, some of the, because it also is too. The majority that I've heard is all very anthemic too, right? It's very much the triumphant.
Ooh, well said.
It seems very, you know.
Well,
you
know, it's funny, like War Moon Lord and was it Bargrave and, you know, these bands. And I give the dog credit. He is right. They take a lot of cues from old Dimmu Borgir, and it really, you know, like, I mean, obviously it's a little heavier than this, but it's catchy.
No.
They got
well,
catchy things going on in there, you know.
And that's what sells.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so I kind of followed up this question with a, so how much more hate does he get? Because, I mean, you got people who like black metal and they like certain styles and whatever, but you, I mean, Maddox Deep Shadows got a ton of hate when he started doing it, and you know, he hasn't done a video since. I mean, he's probably been out the game for 12 months now.
He's doing Instagrams, but
yeah, he still does that. I really, you know, want to get him back on because he's like, he was good at it. He was funny. He was one of the guys that was fucking hilarious when he would crack a beer open with a guitar neck or something. Like you gotta, at least put something into it.
I was gonna text you the other day, Lee, and go, dude, we got to get Matt up maybe with us too. But anyways, continue, good sir.
Yeah. So I just wanted to know how much heat does he get? I mean, obviously now he's banned. I guess he got a fit, but how much heat does he get?
All right.
Do I get more hate for it? I get more love for it. Actually, there has been almost none comments that were like, they're like, fuck you, man, you shouldn't do it. There were some, of course, but in general, if we speak about it, it's like maybe 1% of those comments are like this. And when people have something interesting to say, like I said, my only thing is that you keep it clean in the comments, you know. You enjoy or follow the ideology, it's up to you. You don't follow ideology and you enjoy the music, it's up to you. You don't like both, again, it's up to you. But if you come to the channel, you know, you can articulate your opinions in a more like civilized way. You don't have to go like, you fucking asshole, you're an asshole, everybody is an asshole. Yeah. Like I had a person who said that my phrase, do your own research, and I quoted, he said, it means like search the internet and find the individuals who support your opinion. And then he added, and I would not expect anything less from a kind like you. You know, what the hell does that mean? Like, he puts the do your own research. For some reason, you have to find people exactly who, you know, think or believe in stuff that you believe in. You know, it's just amazing how we as a species, and we can look at the world itself, yeah, how we deteriorated over, I don't know, the last 10 years. We de-evolutionized. I'm even worried about the next generations. Like, the old generation is dying out. Our generation will die out. And, you know, you're living a planet in the hands of, you know, very, 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 very weird individuals who have 50 genders, you know, like, not orientations. They specifically don't want the orientation. They want everything to count as a gender, you know. So, excuse me, I'm just laughing so hard. So, are we going to Mars? Are we going to explore those planets? No, I think we're not, because we have bigger problems here on Earth, you know, like we need 50 genders to be done by law, you know, jurisdiction and stuff like that. So, yeah. However, since we're on the topic of love and hate, I am going to tell you this. You probably already have seen a story that I posted on Instagram. One video got deleted from the channel on 24th of March, I think. And it was a video that was filmed 3 years ago. Politically Incorrect Part 7 of all the things. Yeah. And YouTube usually sends you this, like when they send you back the video and they put the timeline where the issue is, yeah?
Yeah.
And usually you can appeal it. When you appeal it, a small box appears, yep, and you can write your thoughts, send it over to them. The AI will, of course, read it. I also think they updated their algorithm, since it's like took 3 years for them to, you know, come back to this video. And AI would return to you. And it happened to me before that. I've articulated my thoughts very well, and they returned to me and said, yeah, this is incorrect from our side. It should not be banned. This time, however, they sent me the appeal without the box. So, I couldn't enter any text there, you know, just the appeal button. Of course, you know, what happens? I press it, and the AI says, you didn't articulate it, and it's banned. So they removed that video. The funny thing is also, I couldn't download the damn thing, even to edit it, because they send you this text message that only you can see the video. And I go to it, and the download button is like blurred out, you know. So it's none for you at all.
In there.
Kind of this attitude, like, you know. Fuck you, we know the best, what's best for this community, for you, and we know everything in the world. So yeah, I would say I'm not getting that much hate. I understand people who don't like this stuff, but I don't like some stuff also in the world, you know. Since we are living in the free world, we have this opportunity not to, you know, look at the stuff we don't enjoy. Especially when, you know, this is nothing criminal, you know. All those records, all those music will not hurt anyone. I mean, like, if you think about it, a vinyl is limited to 200 copies, you know. And how much money does the band get, actually? Like, what, 500 euros, for example.
Whatever
what
that
do you think
is.
they will spend that money for? They will go into the studio, record another album, maybe print some limited shirts and have a few beers, you know. They're not gonna, you know, do anything evil in most cases. But of course there are people in the world who will do something, but they come from every aspect of life, right, left, in the middle, doesn't matter. So yeah, that's for that question.
So, should it be? See now, look, I think this could have been easily dealt with by just not dealing with it. You know what I mean? Like if there was a bunch of NSBM or whatever, if no one, it's the old Barbra Streisand effect, right?
Francisco.
The more you bitch and moan about it, I think that just drew the flies, right? And so now it's such a big deal when Satanic War Master gets cancelled at a show. That does not hurt him one bit, right? I mean, really, it only adds to the lore. It adds to the the adoration that he gets from people who love Satanic War Master. I don't see, but I mean, like, what I was going to bring up on the last one, that band is it Cannon Fiber? I can't say it. Cannon Fiber. That fucking.
Does it have that RE on it? I know. I don't know how to say it either.
To me,
I don't know how to say it either.
I read it as Cannon Fiber because I can't say anything correctly.
That's probably correct, but it's probably, can Miss A correct us on that? She's world traveled.
Yeah, it's in the German. But I mean, if Marduk got the same hate, right? Because they're just from Germany. Rammstein got the fucking same hate, right? Because they're from Germany. They sound German, unfortunately, and that's so did the Nazis. And it's such a weird
no
thing.
Way. No way. Germans still sound like Germans. That's weird.
I know, it blows my mind. But have you heard of a band called Crossspitter?
Not myself.
Karl?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Now that's a band I got the cassette tape because someone actually I won't out him because he probably doesn't want to be named, but I got that because he said, "Fucking, you got to check this out. It's really cool." So I checked it out, and I didn't know. I listened to it, and I was like, "This is pretty fucking full on." So I'm like, "Who's in this band?" And I go, and I think the singer, and I don't know from which to what, but I think the singer's trans, right? You would never fucking know if no one told you, and if no one gave you the lyric sheet, you would never fucking know. And it's got to be the same with, unless someone makes a big deal of that, right? But it's got to be the same with the Nazi stuff.
The
correct?
ex-Absu guitarist that caused all the controversy. The ex-Absu guitarist that caused all the controversy is in Crossspitter.
Is that the
Say
singer?
what now?
If you know the story, you know the story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's not a story we can tell?
Well, it's just, yeah, I'll tell it. The person was a dude and then became a chick and wanted to stay in Absu and make everything about all that stuff. And Absu was like, nah, we're not really going to do that. And that caused a big old thing. Yeah.
Interesting decision to go in that direction so abruptly, I would say. But hey,
yeah. Well, I mean, if we want to get in that discussion, I think Absu was in the right. Like, hey, you know what? This is not what this band's about.
Right.
And,
you can't just change. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, Karl, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but you're right. You can't just be like,
that's how I feel.
this is our image, this is our band, and we can't just like change our whole, and not that the image was anti that, by the way, you know what I mean? Like, but
it
now
just doesn't fit into the concept of the band anymore.
In any way, shape, or form. Anyways.
Can you imagine if I showed up as Carla on PIOUS?
I would love that. But
well, you would.
Just kidding. But no, I don't
probably
think
really like that. But I think my bandmates would be like, what the hell's going on here? This is no.
Yeah, you're like, listen, Carla, you're gonna need to be Karl when we're on stage, all right? Anyway.
Not happening.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think that especially with Crossspitter,
right, Marty.
I think Crossspitter are a good example of. I had no idea. If you listen to it on face value, I was like, this is pretty fucking good. And I looked at the pictures. I didn't see anything with the pictures. I didn't see anything. And it's just, there has to be some of that effect.
Fraser's dumb.
Fraser's
Fraser's dumb. It's hard to say that.
I mean, he's not. I'm not a smart man. Okay, sorry, no.
No,
I love you, Fraser. But you know.
The long-winded point I was trying to make is that if you didn't tell me, I would never have known.
Yeah.
But I'm not standing there looking at him either. I'm just putting a tape in a cassette thing and hitting play.
I have not heard the band though. I can't say either way what they sound like musically, so I wouldn't know.
Right.
All right.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, moving on, we go into history because this is what he kind of does best. So he must be I don't know what he does for work. I don't know what he does, for fun. But there is history lessons which he kind of gives with each album. They interest me because, I've kind of learned some cool shit, which is mostly black metal specific. So he's not going into the fucking dinosaurs or anything like that. So if there's an album cover that's got a photo, because most of us steal the photos from their pictures or whatever, he goes deep, balls deep into what that thing is and where it's come from and whatever. So play that video, Miss A.
Balls deep.
Balls
into
deep.
that. I love it, Lee. Attaboy.
It's an interesting question about the overall interest in history. Yes, I overall had an interest in history. It started off with me getting into black metal. When I got into black metal, I'm not gonna also sit here and like some people do say that my dad had a Battery record that I listened to at 5 years old, and I was immediately hooked in this. It's all bullshit.
We remember
People who say that are usually bullshitting you. But I got into it, I think around 15, because at 12 I already was at one concert, and it was Iron Maiden concert. My dad took me to it, and then he took me to AC/DC concert. So by the time I was 14, 15, I got into it. At 16, I was already for 100% sure at one of the circles in Estonia, let's put it like this. So I had a bunch of friends already hanging around that scene.
Hell yeah.
So when I got into it, obviously I didn't know about an SBM, for example, yeah. So or I didn't even know about the pagan black metal. So for me, black metal was like a satanic thing, and I started getting into the history of Christianity first. I read the Bible. At later age, I read the Bible as well. I can confirm that some people won't like it, because I know that people are trying to get back into Christianity right now. But I do believe the saying is right, that if you read the Bible one time, you'll become an atheist. So yeah, I read that. I read other religious books. I'm not gonna lie, I was like highly interested in religion. But then I started to shift a little bit when I discovered the pagan thing. I read the history of Vikings, history of Romans. Then we slowly moved to Crusades, and I'm not sure what year it was, but you probably know when Discovery Channel was still a Discovery Channel and not reality TV bullshit that they do now.
Fair.
They had a thing called had a documentary series. I think it was like 12 parts or something, even maybe 2 seasons. They had the Blitzkrieg documentary series. So it showed all the operations from World War II. And yeah, I got interested in that very fast. And then they had like also a document. I think you can Google it. You probably still find them on YouTube, like the SS henchmen. So I got interested in World War and slowly shifted my interest into all things Reich. So I'm not even gonna like confirm or deny anything here, because it doesn't matter. I'm still gonna be labeled probably, whatever. There is no point, in wasting air for me to deny or to confirm anything. But yes, I'm a big Third Reich buff, probably. I also know a lot about the Soviet operations during that time, but nobody will care, even if I say this, which I did right now. But nobody will absolutely care. They will only remember, oh, he's a Third Reich buff. Yeah, and kind of moved from there. So again, people who are subscribed to my Instagram, for example, they know that I post pictures of books that I read. The last ones were like a Diary of a German Soldier, for example, from Eastern Front. The next one was, I think, the Medals and Awards of SS.
James.
Yeah, but of course I have I read quite a lot. Again, people who follow me on Instagram know about this. I'm a big sci-fi fan, but I try to keep it more of a hard sci-fi. There's like a subgenre in that. So your Peter Watts and, for example, yeah, maybe Philip Dick, stuff like that, which involves the scientific theories that possibly can still exist. Of course, cyberpunk as well. I really enjoy William Gibson. So yeah. So it was like so I have a naturally interest in history. Basically, I love history.
Yeah,
it's fun to study, to know how people lived, and to compare how we live now. You know, how drastic are the changes, even though that centuries might have passed, or even 100 years passed. How we changed as a species might be not even in a good way. So yeah. What else can I add here? Probably nothing. Yeah, probably nothing. Yeah. So always interest in history. A lot of books. Yeah.
All right. So books. Do you read books, Karl? Do you read them about the Third Reich? I will say though, I found I didn't know. I mean, obviously we'd heard of the SS, but I mean the SS.
I snorted. Sorry.
And I learned this from our friend. Like they weren't the whole army, right? There was like just that normal German army, and then you had like they were like
SS was a completely separate.
Yeah. So it makes me wonder. Do you reckon there was like a German soldier out there, and he's out talking to his friend, and he goes like, "What are we doing again?"
You still had your.
Tell me about that place where they like. Do you reckon?
The Wehrmacht, the regular German army, and then the SS was created by was it Himmler and all those dudes?
Yep,
that's where all the
I mean, no, I don't know. I mean, yeah, history's great.
I watch the History Channel. I'll watch those like Jesus, Hitler, or whatever. Yeah, okay. And then I have Mein Kampf. I read that, and a lot of interesting things in there. I wouldn't totally agree with everything, but
right. But that doesn't mean it's your.
It shouldn't be banned. Is what I don't think anything should really be banned. I think you should be at a certain age before you're allowed to read certain things, so your mind's developed enough to go like, well, wait a minute. You give Mein Kampf to like a fucking 11 or 12-year-old. That's not smart, because all they're gonna use it is to be an asshole, but. I don't know, man. I read books, and I also read comic books. I read Batman, Superman, but
you do.
but I mean, I'm not. A good book is what is it? The Cult Roots of Nazism. That's a cool book. That's more where I like when they get into the pagan and trying to the witchcraft or whatever.
That's all like the stuff Ozzy Osbourne and stuff, right? He was a big. Like German history guy too, right? Like let's not all forget that. Lemmy, Ozzy was.
I'm sure
Lemmy was a bit more extreme, I think. But yeah, you know what I mean. Like it's all it's all good. It's history, good, bad, or indifferent. You should be able to look at it with a clear mind. You know what I mean? And do with it what you will, right, Karl?
Yeah, I mean,
Karl's not out there. Hey, I've never seen this man in a white hood. Okay, you know what I mean, hanging out.
But I will say, like, if you're watching a horror movie, Like the last thing you run in there expecting shit to go wrong, right? You know that, like, you see a movie because you know it's going to be, you know, gory, or you know people are going to die. Like, you never go into a horror film hoping everyone's going to be all right. Okay, I don't think I've ever had that expectation. And I wonder if, like, when black metal became that, you know, like, oh, I hope everyone's just okay.
Right.
This is the band that everyone turns out okay. Like, you kind of don't want that. And that's kind of how this shit got so big. I mean, we burnt churches and killed people, right?
I just off subject. I read Hitler's Naughty Book, and I also read the last speeches of Malcolm X and things like that. 'Cause I like reading about controversial figures of history.
Yeah,
you're just educating yourself, Karl, like a normal human.
That is always the draw card.
Especially, you know, to the, you know, the world of the 50s and 60s and 70s, you know, brought dramatic social change and ideals to the world. You know, it's cool to know, you know, because those are the type of people that actually impacted the world in one way or another. Or you can just be a boring person and make everything a joke to your life, and that's how you want to live. That's fine. But I like to know, like, what the hell happened? Why did these people all of a sudden fall for this, or why did these people back this person? It is
absolutely. Well, without going back and looking at history, especially, like, again, history is one of my favorite subjects in school. But it always reflects the past, right? It always, you know, there's always little bits of the history that you can always take a look at and go, why did that? And now it can always circle back constantly, and that's why it's good. Because if you don't ever look back and you're always just in the now, you're never learning anything. You know what I mean? Yeah. You never know it all. It's like kind of being a know-it-all. We all know a know-it-all, right?
But I will say,
thank you, Mike Disco.
But if you've turned on the TV in the last so many years, especially since COVID, like, you can kind of see how people will get to the point where they will shut the outside out and everyone outside of whatever is the bad guy, you know. And I kind of, like, I've spoken about this before, but, like, as a guy who's immigrated to this country, I came in here and did all what I had to do, but when the government was kicking people out, I was like, all right, I'm legally here. I've got a piece of paper that can back that up. Well, that time came and passed, and then they sent me another piece of paper. But then the narrative changed as far as, well, we're just, you know, we're doing this. And I'm like, how far is it going to go before it's like, we're just going to denationalize you out the door? Because, like, that kind of talk you start to hear, and that's the shit that scares me, is that, hang on a second, like, I've got a house here, I got a job, I've got nothing back in my home country. You send me back and I'm completely homeless, you know.
Hey guys.
Yes.
I have no jokes today. I just wanted to say, Mike Disco, thanks for your super chat, man. Every time that you guys drop super chats, it helps support us so we can get better gear. We're running now on a new laptop, so you can see that, like, our production is a little better. So everything you guys do, it really helps. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
It buys a new Nazi uniform for Shred's kids. That's what it is.
Halloween's just 5 months away. They're asking early this year.
They'll Uncle Lee down the street.
Hey, they listen. Henry likes a lot of Warhammer. Uncle Lee talks to Henry all the time. Just kidding.
Last question. Do you want to do this? We're going to go out in style. All right. So this is the eternal question that everyone likes to ask someone from overseas, or I do anyway, because I like knowing about people from overseas. Mm-hmm. So in his part of the world, or any other part that he's listening to right now, is he seeing something changing in black metal? Is he seeing something that's coming through, like, he thinks is going to be fucking killer? I paraphrase that question, but that's pretty much what I'm asking.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
This guy again.
Matt never got me
the
dying.
scene in Estonia is it's hard to say. Like, I think it's thriving to some point, because we have concerts with local bands or local bands who support foreign acts. Quite a few concerts per month, you know. but usually you'll find that the bands are usually the same, so it's also problematic. But we do have Halls Winter Festival, which is with videos of the festival you can see on my channel, for example. I did the whole festival basically. I think there's 3 videos I think that are like 1.5 hours long each. I did not do the video this year, and I probably will stop doing the Halls of Winter Festival, the videos, I mean, because like did it 3 times. I think that's enough. There are people coming from UK, for example, Belgium. I've met some people who I've only talked to Instagram who came to this festival because they saw the videos and they said like, wow, this is amazing. It's a pretty underground festival, so there are, it's hard to say, like big bands, but these big bands are not as big as like Mayhem or Belphegor, for example. But for example, Dark Space played there an exclusive show. Obscuritatum did there an exclusive show. Sulfuric Night played there. So it's kind of rare, big names in the more underground niche scene. And I think we also had like a what's it called? Let me remember. We had a club, basically, a very small club. Like it's not even a club; it's like a hangout place. Was a hangout place, and Satanic War Master did a gig there with Clandestine Ways, only for 50 people, for example. So we have a very, like, in my opinion, unique scene. We have bands like Lloyd's, for example, which is like a very popular band around the world. Well, maybe like a very known band around the world. Of course, it gets a lot of shit for being a bit of nationalistic, which I find like ridiculous in this sense. We have a Gold Smegma, who did a split with Antichrist on Nuclear War Now Productions, for example, and Gold Smegma went to Colombia, I think this
Gold Smegma, I'm sorry,
last year.
Oh, they ruled
to play gigs there.
I know, but I've never heard that name.
Like,
is amazing.
Goat
Sorry.
Let's call it big bands who are making a name for themselves. Obviously, Lloyd's doesn't have to make a name for themselves, but I think Lloyd's is going to tour Latin America in summer, if I'm right. But yeah, in general, I think all scenes are pretty unique, you know, in the world. Like Japan scene, the German scene, for example, which some people find mediocre because like Germans have more of a thrash kind of following, but they're also unique. The Finnish scene is like, you pick any band, it's fucking great, you know.
Yeah.
Norway scene, kind of on downfall from maybe 2000s, but still there are some really good names there, really good bands coming up. Yeah, so I think everybody is quite unique in this way, but if we're talking about the unique times that, for example, there was this, for example, when we had an era of COVID, we had a lot of bands that were COVID black metal bands, you know, everybody was sitting at home doing nothing, and people were recording shit in their basement, and it sounded good at that time because you had this deficit of concert, you had deficit of releases, and you thought, wow, this is the next big thing, and all those bands have fucking disappeared, right? So those were the COVID black metal bands, COVID era. We had an era of all this
COVID bands.
Romantic black metal, but I think there's some romanticism in nationalistic black metal. You can definitely feel it, like Base Mahash, for example, from France, or Peste Noire, also from France. Yeah, you can feel that there is this certain romanticism in their music. It sometimes is mellow and like a little bit of hypnotic. But we had those bands that I can't even pronounce, like this Kekt, Hmekt, Mishmekt, whatever, yeah. The Pale Swordman, whatever.
Cool.
And we still
well
get
said.
those, but we only have now the big names left, yeah. the guy with the sword in the roses, the new one. Yeah, we only got those left, but every leech that tried to suck on that have disappeared. Yeah? So we had that stuff.
Fucking
And
leeches.
overall, I want to say, like, one of the last things I want to say is that I don't agree with people who always whine about black metal dying out, or they can't find a band, or it was better in the early 2000s or 90s. Maybe it was, but I think it was probably the same. I had to go through shit loads of bands without internet.
Oh.
On physical bootleg CDs, but still I had to get money even for those bootleg CDs, yeah. And a good 85% of those bands were shit. And what changed right now? Nothing. You have digital, you don't have to pay for it. You know, you go to Bandcamp, you listen to, oh, this is shit, fuck it. Oh, this is shit, oh, fuck it, oh, this is shit. So yeah, for each 10 bands, 2 will be good. And don't forget, the taste is also subjective. You might like it, somebody might not. So, in my opinion, not a lot of change, except that which I mentioned before, with the trying of certain individuals to, you know, steal black metal, and they actually, I think, they don't care about black metal at all. You know? They just want to steal it, you know, and destroy it. But that's my opinion. Again, this is me. And the opinions might be controversial. So yeah.
NBK,
that was awesome.
Love him.
Dude.
But yeah, thank you for having me on the
shut
channel. I hope we can do it again sometime soon. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you one thing secretly for your viewers. I'm probably gonna maybe drop something on 20th of April for YouTube. For people who
don't
know
say the N-word. Don't say
what
the N-word.
20th of April is, they will understand it. But it's gonna be like a middle finger to YouTube for the last video that got, you know, removed, which I don't agree. And the course that I already taken, and they still haven't removed the warning, you know. They allowed me to post something, but they haven't removed the warning, so yeah. So here's a hint for you, look out for that. Also, I wanted to mention one thing. I've started a Telegram channel. It's a backup channel. It will have stuff duplicated from the YouTube channel, plus it will have my photography and pictures of the vinyl and the collection update. So, you know, if you want to stay in touch, since YouTube is so fragile and unstable, go sign up to that one. Yeah. For me, thank you again for having me. Stay frosty, do your own research, stay black metal. Thank you.
Norwegian Black Cult. Cool.
I can listen to him talk all day.
Dude, Lee, dude, it's ASMR. It's Bob Ross in me, dude. It's Bob Ross in me all day.
The accent sells me. It's like, I know he must know a ton of shit because he's got an accent. All right.
Well, that's why I listen to you, Lee.
Yeah, but I don't sound as. I definitely don't sound as educated. You know.
No, but you're pretty convincing.
As soon as you sound like some type of European or South, what's the Eastern European? That's when you start going, well, fuck, you must know some shit. Well, you've seen some shit, you know.
Or maybe not. But either way,
he has a great channel. He really does. You can't deny it. And I mean, look, I think it's down the line. He doesn't really blow any smoke towards either side. I mean, I think you can kind of tell that, he's not a big fan of the lefty stuff. But I will say, like, when they say, it kind of should stay out, I'm like, dude, bring it the fuck on and then let the people decide, right? It's going to be good or it's going to be bad. Right, but I'm not a big fan of just cutting everyone off and just because of whatever. I mean, I don't need to know what your political beliefs are. I mean, give a shit.
Good old days, Lee.
Yeah, I mean, like,
good old days.
Those are the days of the past.
Yeah, but I mean, like when you lead, I think when you lead with it, when you lead with something, it's like, well, I know what this is, and like I've kind of had this discussion with a few people where I'm like, what they say, separate the art from the artist. But like, how many Christian black metal albums do you own, Karl? Exactly. But I'm like, oh, why you can't understand the words unless someone shows it to you. So I mean, if you didn't know and you had some in there, because I got shocked too, because I asked that question and I got given stuff. Now I went in a bit tainted, but if I would have heard that without knowing, I was just like, this is fucking awesome. So I mean,
yeah, there's just certain lines, black metal.
But when they lead with it, that's the problem.
Yeah, it just has to be satanic.
Yeah.
Yes. Well said.
There's no. I mean, and like, I saw Francisco's comment about black metal is satanic, and black metal, I always thought, this is my opinion, first and foremost should be satanic and evil, dark, and I get why some people go into do the the sketch stuff because they want to be more extreme and evil, and maybe they really are racist. I don't know a lot of these people personally, so I wouldn't know. But it has to be, for me. It has. I'm like, I don't buy like NS just because it's NS. I'm not gonna like, oh yay, they're gonna be signaling through the whole thing. That's why I want to listen to this. That's not really gonna sell it to me. It has to be the satanic and evil has to be the main thing from black metal,
Right. The gimmick of that is not selling you to buy it, right? Or it's not even the gimmick. I mean, gimmick's probably a harsh word to say.
Well, for some of them, it is a gimmick. Let's be real.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I'm saying, right? Like you're trying to pull a fast one to get fucking follow or whatever, people to buy your shit. But we talked about that. But you know what I mean? It's yeah. You can appreciate it for what it is.
Because I threw some symbols on, the cover, and that should get a certain crowd to jump on it right away. And
but you kind of look at like Danzig when he put out that T-shirt, right, with the black sun on it. Like that is one of those. I'm reaching for something at this point.
You're
right,
Lee. I don't disagree with you at all.
I'm trying to get some type of heat, whatever it is, a bit of people
trying to get some controversy going.
Yeah, I've got a new album coming out. And
he ain't
it's
that
like,
guy.
Yeah, but I mean, like, no, he never was. I mean, as far as the albums
I
never
thought of
dude
he did in that direction. Yeah, he had a couple.
He's dark,
there and there, but nothing to make you go, I'm gonna put the black sun on my shirt. Like,
right,
yeah, exactly.
Right.
Come on, Glenn. We all know.
Come on,
you
Glenn.
hang around with Henry Rollins.
Look, we're gonna take a bit of a break. We're gonna play a song. All right. So thank you, Norwegian Black Cult, for sending that video.
That was cool.
That was awesome.
I think that channel was really good.
I want to say, if I was, talking about the subjects he did on his channels, I would definitely. Because I wouldn't want everyone putting me in Google face recognition and sending bombs to my house because they don't like what I talk about. Because music's so dangerous, it's gonna make you go out.
Right, exactly. If you don't have to listen to it, like he said, you don't have to listen to it or watch or do anything you don't want
Soft targets, man. Hey, let's feel like we got some power. Let's go after this band that put out 200 vinyl, and destroy their lives because we can't go after the real 1%ers. Oh, well, I'm gonna get on to. But the real people have power in this world. Let's
take
pick
that,
on this
Elon.
band. Take that, Elon.
You're not wrong. All right, you want to play a video, Miss A? Let's play a video if you would. I gotta take a pee. Oh, look at this! We all have this. You guys watched it.
That looks familiar.
That looks amazing. We have a bunch of cool questions, and Karl, he's going to give one of these away. We've got Aaron from Goat Throne was kind enough to hook us up with an extra copy. And I don't know, did you and Lee figure that out, Necron?
I wanted to do a spelling game with Frasier, but I think that's too hard for even Frasier and I to figure.
Well, it's a one-man contest. It's just a fucking... Anyway.
Let's hear this and we'll think of it in the break. We'll try and figure it out.
Fair enough.
All right.
Boom.
The heart took over my head. Dude, fucking Karl, that is fucking awesome, dude.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was originally put out in 2014 on Arctic Music, the Book of the Worm, and kind of hard to find nowadays because it was, you know, limited pressing back then. So approached, especially after our singer from Hod, Bear, passed away unexpectedly, like a little over a year ago. I wanted to, you know, just be able to put something out there to keep his name alive in the underground. He did a lot for San Antonio metal and just metal in general, you know, went out there and toured, brought bands. He had a Winter Hell Fest, Summer Hell, then Metal Hell. He would bring bands to town. Did a lot of shit for him. I just want to keep his name in the zeitgeist of metal. So Aaron Goathrone offered, you know, to do it the way I wanted to release it. And I think it came out great. I'm really happy with it. I hope people enjoyed this, you know, version of it as well too, and fucking, you know, raise the fucking glass in honor of beer, you know, when they jam it or whatever, or is beer a whiskey shot? Would it be even more appropriate? And a bong rip? That's what he would like, you know.
Oh, I'll add the bong rip then. I'll add that.
Yes.
I'll get one out of fucking what's that? The mothball fleet. And do one for him. But yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Karl, was that given a facelift going in, or did that always sound like that?
It always sounded like that.
Fucking hell, man. That's that's an intense. I was telling you before, like it does. It sounds like if Morbid Angel took a ton of meth and just like completely lost their shit.
Yeah, I wish
it does have that feel.
I wish I could, you know, do solos as good as Trey, but I think riff wise, you know, it stands up, you know, to any band of that style, you know. I think it can go head to toe with them. We did some like 7 dates with Marduk and Oranor, and there were other bands on the bill, and I won't give embarrass these guys, but Blasphemer. When we went, we were in the United States. He made the call on the spot when everybody was after his show, and told the one band, said, you guys really need to be opening the show. These guys should be playing second. And everybody was kind of stunned because we were like, what you know, like what's going on here? But Blasphemer from, you know, Mayhem or Nora Guitars, all that, made the call, and I wasn't going to argue with Blasphemer on that. I was like, whoa, okay. And
dude,
so it was the shit like that that made me go, well, all right, cool. You know, like this dude went for the band, so it was cool shit like that. Toured with Monstrosity, and I remember like the second night we started getting, you know, when you go out on the road with bands, at first couple nights you don't really, you know, but after a while you start talking and hanging out, whatever, you know if you're gonna like these people or not. We started getting along with them, and the bass player told us, like, he goes, yeah, on the second night we were with you guys, we knew, god damn it, we're gonna have to fucking work now on stage and have to bring it more. We laugh, we're like, oh well.
That's cool, because like iron sharpens iron, you know, the old fucking saying goes true, man. Because you guys are now that you said that, you guys are like, all right, let's fucking go then. Right now, you guys might even get a little edge,
step our game up, because now we know that they're gonna step in. Yeah,
dude.
And all that really does is just make for a better show for the people who paid admission to see it. That's how I see it. You know, like, hell yeah. You know, everybody should be trying to bring their A game when you're playing in front of people. That's how I
think they do. But when you guys are on like touring like that, and you're like, hey, you're gonna get like, dude, that's just cool. I love that the little friendly band competition is fucking awesome.
Yeah, of course.
Legendary band competition, by the way. You two, old fucking hack, you.
Still, it must be nice coming from the underdog, right? Like you haven't got anything to prove, right?
Yeah.
Except to be better.
Yeah.
So you've always got that.
Yeah.
So I was looking at the poster, not the poster, the fold out that's inside of it, and it's got some really cool stuff. But you wrote the liner notes, right?
Yes, all the misspellings and everything are my responsibility.
There was a few punctuations which I actually added in myself when I was reading it. But
Well, yeah, I
Tell us-
double checked it like 3-4 times, and then I get
really?
God damn.
you missed about 3 fucking commas, Carl. All right.
It happens. It happens. It happens. on
I want to
almost-
know the story of Dark
Okay.
Funeral.
Oh, okay. So
I've never heard it.
back, Hod used to open like the bigger shows that would roll through town, right? They would always like hit us up to open, and we were like, yeah, we'll do it. So we were backstage with the Dark Funeral. They were backstage. They what really it was. Dark, it's okay. Dark Funeral's kind of taken astray on this. The band themselves. It was their road manager who was a real jerk. Mm-hmm. She was a real jerk, and so they had all their their little fancy Lord of the Rings costume. This is later Dark Funeral where they wear all the elaborate. I was never a big fan when bands do all that. Like overboard black metal, like you look like you came out of Lord of the Rings.
It's like you're wearing everything you own all at once.
Yeah,
right.
So
I say that. Yeah.
So
you're LARPing on stage.
They were basically evil LARPers. Yeah. So. I mean, I like black metal with spikes, and leather and all that. But when you started going with all the medieval, like overboard, like fantasy, I'm like, okay, this is getting silly. But anyway, they had all their little costumes hanging on a rack because they hadn't gotten into them yet. And all I did was I went up behind one of them and I told Bear, "Hey, look at me, I'm in Middle Earth." And Bear started laughing because he's a big Lord of the Rings nut. And the tour manager, road manager, whatever, was like, "Okay, you guys are out of here. These guys need to be out of here." She got all bent out of shape and all that. And we were like, we didn't care. We laughed. Whatever. We're gonna go out, and hang out in the crowd anyway. I was gonna stay out back here all night because it was literally right after we played. So that's why I said that. So yeah, Dark Funeral kind of caught us straight. But I just remember that it was just one of those funny moments. Like that fuck off list could have been like endless, really, if I wanted it to be, but I just broke it down to a couple of things.
A couple of things.
So was the band involved at all, or was it just the manager?
It was mainly the manager.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but Dark Funeral's taking a stray on it. They're taking a stray bullet. So whatever. It was their tour. They could have told her, "Hey, nah, come on, it was a joke." But they were just there. Being Swedish.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Miss A here. I just came in to interrupt this show to remind you guys to fucking smash that like button. Hit it. Subscribe. Fucking share it. Comment. It's free. Just do it, man. Look, this guy's doing it. He's hitting that button. He's hitting the subscribe. It's free, you cheap fucks.
No! What are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can!
I love that drop, Miss A. Miss A with the drop again. You rule, lady. Hell
yeah, those things freak me out. I'm like, dude, man, is my mic unplugged? What happened? Did my computer blow up?
Yeah, for those of us of a certain generation, right? It gets me a little bit. It gets me that little jolt. And I think that she might even just be doing it for me to make sure I'm like waking up. Right? Like, hey man, that guy might. He's looking at look at his eyes. He's getting a little fucking wispy over there. Oh, by the way, go check out Barry's in the chat. Go check out that Go Metal show, and also go check out that Go to Menace 20th anniversary, limited to 50 cassettes for $15.99. Metalheads. You know why? Because that fucking thing is amazing, and you got to get it while you can. Get it while you can, because they're not going to be there for long.
Very
Metal
good.
John, welcome. And while you're there, out there in the internet, in the world, because everyone stares at their fucking phones and their tablets and all that. So you might as well, if you're going to stare at your phone, go stare at something really cool, like the website Goat Throne Records. And while you're there, go get yourself a Hod CD.
Yeah, man.
But-
I'll buy you one.
Yeah,
Get a
fuck-
poster with it and everything.
You get look at this. You get a little. I would say, what is this, Necron? Does this say? Look, this is a 8 by. It's like no. This is like a no. This is like a no. This is like a 10 by 11.
Yeah,
Or no,
it's
10 by
a
18.
CD
Excuse me,
fold-down
10 by
poster.
18. What did I say? 10 by 11. Excuse me. Don't listen to me, guys. But it's also it's a horizontal poster. It's really cool. Right, comes right there in the middle.
That's like all like a lot of the band members throughout there because it's more like a celebration of the band, you know. Because obviously it's the last thing I'm doing unless someone wants to do a vinyl.
What about the rest of them, Carl? Like, there's a bunch of other releases I did. What about those ones?
There really is that we did.
I was looking at your metal archives. It looks like
We had Serpent, our debut album on. Well, that's gonna be my question. For
I'm not going to have the answer. I hope you know.
No, I'm not asking you.
Okay.
But we're giving away a Hod CD, right? You know.
Oh yes, we are.
Yeah. So I want to ask the chat, who put out Hod's what record label? Not the Book of the Worm, but our first album. And if you already got it, don't answer it because you already got it.
Oh no.
Who
I
put
happen to
out?
have those answers right here too. That's crazy you asked that. Girl. Go ahead.
Who put out the first Hod CD on Serpent, our debut album? What record label released it?
Oh fuck! Do I have that? I thought I had it here. I think I have it.
Let's see if anybody knows. If not, I'm just going to pick a random person. But and don't be Googling it. You got
don't Google it. Yeah, come on. Oh, look, Fran. Fran's like,
Fran
easy.
already knows. Yeah,
He knows. Fran should know.
Yeah.
I bet.
Megan, you already got one.
Megan.
Megan buys them for her dad. He's probably fucking itching for a Hod CD.
Seriously, Megan's dad rules, dude.
Yeah.
That guy.
I kind of want Megan's dad as my dad.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Hey,
dude,
my
that
dad
sounds
rules.
like a great guy. Yeah.
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 Sorry.
And she
my-
posts
Well-
photos of the food that they get too, which fucking makes me hungry because I normally see them at about 10:30 in the morning, right from the day
Seriously.
before, and I'm like fucking starving at this point.
Yeah.
So,
that's right.
Megan got it. I don't know if she wants another copy. Or
Megan,
what.
do you want another? Oh, wait. Are you gonna? You're gonna give it to your dad? All right. Well, we have your
All right.
address.
Well, that was the
told
first
you.
answer I saw. Yeah.
I mean,
There you go.
who's the psychic now?
Yeah.
Lee, I think. Just kidding. Megan, congratulations to you. Congratulations to your dad, and thank you,
Ship this off
Necron.
tomorrow, Megan.
Yeah, and thank you, fucking Aaron at Goat Throne Records for throwing that extra one in.
Yeah,
there
that
for
was
us
very
to give
cool,
away tonight.
Aaron. Thanks,
Yeah.
Aaron.
Yeah, Goat Throne are the fucking kings. I'm glad you went with Goat Throne. I think my bias says that Texas bands should fucking stick with the home team, and fucking Goat Throne is the fucking ultimate as far as like what Texas is doing.
Well, I already told Aaron anytime PIOUS LEVUS does something, he always he has the cassette version. That's gonna always be because that's what we first released with them. He's always gonna get a cassette version of the release.
yeah.
So the next PIOUS LEVUS, he's gonna get the cassette version.
Yeah,
I got to meet Aaron in Texas. That guy, he's an OG fucking underground metalhead, you guys. This guy is underground, and he will defend it with his, his blood, sweat, tears, soul, life. Go ahead, Lee. Yeah.
no, he's super fucking honest. Maybe a little bit.
I
too
love
honest.
him
Like,
for it. No, I love him for it. I so respect it, Aaron. If
you
you're
know,
listening or
he's a
watching.
bit of an inside scoop, Carl. Like I was talking to him with the hopes that one day there might be a Warhammer CD on Goat Throne. It would just be so cool, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm just here, man. Like, there's something here. There's a fucking have a look at this new thing which I'm working on. He turns around and he's like, black metal's kind of boring. And I thought, and I think that was his way of saying, I hate that fucking song you just sent me. So he had to paint the whole fucking genre.
He shot down the whole genre.
Yeah,
so you
just for
wouldn't be a
me,
dick.
and I love him for it that he did that. He's willing to just kill everyone just so I don't get my hopes up that I can be on fucking Goat Throne. But yeah, I mean, look, I think
I'm sorry, my face is melting by that laughter.
if you could be witness to the conversations we have at like 12 o'clock at night when we're both absolutely he's sober now, but when we're both drinking, it's mental. But yeah, the things get back. But yeah, he's a really good label. I'm glad he's back on his feet again, I guess, and good on him. And I'm glad this came out on it. And fucking,
Yeah, me too. I think it. Bear was a big Texas guy, like everything Texas.
Fucking
Yeah.
A.
So it really makes sense for it to, come out on a Texas label.
Aaron knew beer too, right? Right? You know what I mean? Like,
I
ask
don't
you
know
about,
if he did or didn't. I'm not sure.
Okay, I gotta ask you. So his beer was part of. Okay, so I just thought you guys called him beer because he like loved beer and drugs and shit. I took a deeper dive, obviously, in Metal Archives.
Yeah.
And where is he from, dude? Because beer is just part of his name. Like, how do you? I don't even want
He got
to.
that name a long time ago. I mean, he has a real name,
Okay,
But-
I saw the way it was like Islam
Peter.
beer, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I'm reading Metal Archives. I'm like, "That is creative as fuck." Like, hey, I hate my name. My real name is Trevor. For those of you guys who don't fucking know, and I always hated it. But anyways, like if my name was someone was like, "Hey, your name's Beer," I'd be like,
But
yes.
he hated. He
hated
hated
it?
anyone that used it. I'm talking.
Toasty,
used his
welcome.
real name
So you
unless
wrote
it was
the
like
liner notes.
family or something like
Right.
that.
I
He didn't
respect
like-
the shit out of that. Yeah.
He's like, you don't get to call me that. I never
there's-
once referred to him to his Christian name. I don't know.
Right.
I never.
That was a question I wanted to
him.
ask. Yeah, okay, because
Yeah.
I was like, I saw what you guys wrote, and obviously that's obviously not even it because you wouldn't even
And
want that
like,
out there.
Evan says too. He had really like he had Pill Crusher, which was like a doom metal band.
Oh, cool.
That's a great
Total
name.
doom, complete opposite of Hod. Then he sung for Rancid Bath, which is like punk rock that's been around since the 70s. So
Dude.
Bear was like he could like jump in and out of genres, but he was still Bear. It was just crazy.
Yeah.
Like he was still the same guy in each band, but he could just front that type of stuff. Crazy.
Such a loss, man. I'm sorry you got lost such a legend, dude. Really, all you guys who got to know him so well. I've only heard the stories from like you on your show, dude, and like, hey, they're really we get to hear, and I'm glad you guys tell them. You know what I mean? I'm sure.
The dude
I
was
mean,
like,
everyone should keep telling them. I mean, do you got a specific?
He could be-
Tell a fun story about it. Let's fucking
he
do it,
could-
Necron.
he could be a legendary asshole too. Like, total just an asshole, and you have to wait a couple days and tell him, dude, you were an asshole, and he'd be like, yeah. And he would get too fucked up and do fucking things that are like not cool, but at least the dude was smart enough to go, yeah, that was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. And I always appreciated that he would admit, yeah, I fucked up. I shouldn't have.
He owned it. That's really important in friendship, man. You got to have accountability, and ownership, and that goes a long way. I mean, Lee and I we've had not major arguments, but we've disagreed on things, and it just comes, we're going to be friends. If you can't be friends over just a little disagreement or a big disagreement, you're just not going to be friends. You know what I mean? And that's cool that he was. Go ahead. Yeah, go.
I just remembered. This is the type of stuff he'd do that I would find fucking hilarious. You're driving overnight. You've been driving for like fucking 12, 13 hours, right? It's late. It's 4 a.m. Bear thinks it's a great idea to put in the original Ghostbusters soundtrack and blast it at full volume.
I'm so in. I fucking love beer. I want to be with
And
you.
everybody's like,
I'm not supposed to lean in. Shit. Yeah, oh man.
Yeah, they're just
Holy
like, oh
fuck.
crap, fucking beer. And he's just driving with a shit-eating grin.
I was a Ghostbuster like 3 years in a row for Halloween. At least 2 years. Holy shit, I would have been in, bro. Oh yeah.
So in his sober moments, when he was like, what was he like as a human being outside of it? Was he just like your regular
dude? His very cool dude. Very you wouldn't know if you just judged. Those guys that judge a book by the cover. Very well written dude. Like he loved reading books. And his favorite was Tolkien and Robert E. Howard. Like, he could go off on H.P. Lovecraft. Like there's a how can I say? I guess a festival in Texas called Howard Days, and you go and you camp, and it's all about Robert E. Howard, Lovecraft, and all that stuff. And he would go to that stuff and sit and listen to authors and things, and buy books and meet other people. So he had like a lot of cool interests like that, and he was a loyal brother. Like once you became a brother with him, he wouldn't backstab you ever.
Fuck yeah.
You know. He could be a dick, but he would never backstab you. He'd always have a present for you on your birthday. He would always, just a really good dude, man. Solid dude.
Real person, a real human. You know what I mean? That's fucking good to hear.
Yeah, he was a real, like, none of that. Like, you have to sit there and, like, some people, this dude really my friend. Like,
right.
This
questioning it
I heard some shady things. I've never heard that with Bear, like. Me and
Am
Bear
I hanging
fight
around
too,
him for the right reasons or the wrong reasons?
Yeah, like, you don't know, like, can I trust this? Bear was not that dude.
Yeah,
like, if he said A, B, and C would happen. That's just,
I love reliability as a friend. To me personally, is 100% important. I mean, seriously, if you say you're going to do something, do it. And I tell you I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it absolutely. So, that's good. Good. It helps your band too, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah, you get a good image, of being reliable.
Yeah.
And
because there's some flaky drug addict motherfuckers out there that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, towards the end, he really stopped doing like heavy drinking and drugs and all that. Like, but he used to be like a perfectly functioning.
I wasn't even alluding to that, by the way, but
no,
like, sorry.
I would always be impressed. Be like, this dude's been doing fucking blow all fucking day, whiskey, beer, and still being able to, come through at the end. You know what I mean? Like, damn, that's impressive.
Over there eating a dinner plate, cheeseburger, fries, and having an actual Coca-Cola, and then coming on stage just lighting it up. And you're like, how do you? I have a few friends like that. Still have a few friends like that. That you're like, wow, you are a high functioning. Wow, dude, I'm 46, and it takes me like 3 days to recover some certain shit.
He got all fucked up in Cleveland, like real bad, right? And,
fucking Cleveland. Go ahead.
Yeah, Cleveland.
That's the only way to enjoy it. I hear.
And we came in. And
he's the real victim.
Yeah, he was real. And we get in the tour bus, and it's me and TA, our bass player at the time, who Goat Horse stole from us, but TA rules. And we get in the bus. We went in there for a reason, and we were literally talking about, man, Bear's getting fucked up. Like, it's going to be bad. Well, he's sleeping in the tour manager's bunk, passed out. And I'm like, oh shit, we got to get him out of here. And then we realized he threw up in it.
Oh, that's in the fucking bunk, dude.
So we got to get him moved to his bunk, and we take those sheets and fucking throw them with him, and we take his sheets and throw them with the tour manager. So,
you guys are awesome,
he was like,
dude. You guys are awesome.
And the tour manager never knew that, he vomited in his bunk.
Dude, Necron, bro.
We were like pulling him off. He's like, what the fuck? Leave me alone. Let me sleep. We're like, dude, you're in the wrong fucking bunk, man. Come on. Wow, you guys are dicks. You won't let me sleep. It's like this dead weight of this big old burly dude.
Do you think the tour manager would have quit? Obviously, he'd be like, "Fuck you, you're out of the band. I'm out here. Just throw me out. Like, pull over now." Like, listen, I puked in my buddy's tent back in the day at this mega party, and like I still get talked to about it. And when he sees me, he's like, "Remember every time you puked and he threw up and he just left?" And I was curled up next to the campfire, and all I heard was him waking up next to going, "Fuck!" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's right. I puked all over inside the tent." I mean, you guys saved him. I wish I had guys like you that were like, "Hey man, we're going to help you out here." No, I'm just... Anyway, good. Thank you. Good,
I got
Carl,
one more funny story for you.
Please.
This is total Bear. So it's at the end of the night in Chicago. We just played Reggie's with Marduk and all that. And Bear's gone. Like, and it's... I forget what they call it, but the bus call, whatever, you got to be at the bus at a certain time so you can all fucking leave and get to the next city. And where's Bear? So... I give the tour manager, this is his phone number. And he calls him. And he goes, "Hey, where are you? We got to leave." He goes, oh, fucking, I'm trying to get in this goddamn taxi right now. And this motherfucker, he's like, what's the address? And he's like, I don't have the fucking address. It's called Reggie's. And we hear him arguing with this taxi cab driver, like, no, I need address. And he's like, dude, it's fucking called Reggie's. And the chick that he took off with figures it out and gives him the address, right? So he shows up.
This is pre-internet, like pre-smartphone days, right? Obviously.
Yeah, there ain't no Uber either. Goddamn.
Yeah,
no
no
Uber.
Uber. This is like 2011 or so. And
God.
so we're outside just waiting, for beer, like, God damn it. But he finally shows up in the taxi, kisses that chick goodbye, flicks off the taxi driver, and walks up to the bus. And the tour manager goes, God damn, did you at least fuck her? He goes, right in the ass, and got on the bus.
Atta boy, fuck yeah. Oh,
and he ain't lying.
No. You're like, that is, no, he's not lying. That happened for me.
Unacceptable! Unacceptable!
Not at the time. Sounds like everybody was ready for it.
Bro, I'm spilling the beans. One time in Houston,
oh, shit.
he did a chick in the fucking ladies' room, right? And
Pretty sure there's songs written about that. Right?
yeah, and this chick was there with her boyfriend, and they,
Spicy.
Yeah, and so she comes out, and then he comes out, and he's doing the Ric Flair strut down the hallway. And he's literally going, woo! He's talking like that, and I'm just shaking my head.
Legend!
And then he was telling us later, he was like, yeah, I had her bent over the toilet, and she kept fucking hitting it and flushing it. And so it's like, whoosh, 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 whoosh. And I'm like, God damn, Bear. So, that's how it was, dude. With
Not
that,
unlike
He
that.
high-fives the boyfriend on the way back to the stage. That would have been
What's funny is she went back and sit down with, and he was kind of a nerdy guy, like a nerdy metal guy. And I was like, this poor fucking guy, man. This chick just did him so dirty. But
He's just happy to be involved, man.
He's just happy to be involved, man.
He's somewhere in the equation.
I ain't saying Fraser, I ain't giving away anything, but that's like, I already said
Oh, man,
but
that was awesome.
That's the type of, this insanity that, you would deal with beer. And I'm not really, exaggerating. These things happen. I was like,
That's what you signed up for, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, some people
Yeah,
say,
he was singing, so
rock and roll. This dude was a
Home
fucking
wrecker,
rock and
Boosh
roll.
said.
Home
Boosh says
wrecker.
home wrecker.
Only the bathroom, Boosh.
Right.
Only the
Hey,
bathroom.
but if you're gonna take your mommy to the bar and she fucks beer in the fucking bathroom, that's on mommy, okay? Yeah.
It really is.
Don't blame beer.
For
Even if
all I
it's
know, I don't even know if beer even, when that she was there with a dude or not, I don't fucking know. But
yeah,
she was.
yeah. Neither did her husband. Anyways.
Oh yeah.
we gotta get some shit out the way, but we want to play another Hod song, and then we're gonna wrap up with our ends of. Okay.
Yes.
So we're gonna. Which
Holy
one have we
shit.
got, Miss A? Let's put it on.
Yeah, please. I'm dying here. That was so
I hope
fucking
it's Death
fun.
Horse because that's got a chuggy fucking riff in it that just killer.
Check out some hot.
Disappointed again.
and the YouTube channel, man. Got some updates over the band, man. We got some shows coming up for the summer. We're going to be announcing coming up. And also the split LP vinyl, gatefold vinyl with Lord Humongous is coming out, man. Some other stuff we got planned for this summer, the rest of the year. And also the YouTube channel itself, More Than Red, man. Not only we do talk about our band, we mostly talk about other bands, hardcore, punk rock, black metal, death metal, heavy metal, thrash. You want to see some shit talking? Come on over, man. But that's it for now, man. Keep it loud.
Oh, sorry. I wish I could sound like Matt. I have no vocals like Matt. I said that last week, I think. Necron, you fucking rule, dude.
Thank you.
You
guys fucking rule. Thanks for having me on.
I think we covered all bases tonight, man. We went from Nazis to anals in bathrooms. I don't think we missed the topic.
Lee, I haven't laughed this much on one of these shows in a while. That was fucking great, you guys. Oh, yeah, okay. Miss A wants us to tease next week. We have Wyatt XM coming on next week. Lee, look at this guy. Mega subscribers. We are big-time guys. We're like the Tonight Show.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's a fucking
this guy's
legendary dude.
hardcore.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
Tell him about him, Lee. You got him, Lee. Tell him how you reeled this guy in.
So I'm a big avid watcher of most. I mean, look, I'm a boring human being. I watch a lot of YouTube, okay? Because, whatever. But
you're not that boring.
Wyatt's a guy that used to be like kind of like the MBK, right? So he was like just showing vinyls and he was a black metal guy. And then suddenly along the journey, he went into almost true crime, but in extreme music. So he's not just doing black metal, he's doing a lot of extreme fringe type of stuff, but a ton of like really awful human beings are involved in making the music that you all love. Okay. So Wyatt tells those stories in graphic detail. Sometimes, he's very much down the line. Very cool guy. And like almost 100,000 subs. So he's a big audience. And so we snagged him for next week to come on.
You snagged him, Lee. Lee did that.
Well, the beauty of both you and my, majestic beards, I think that was the clincher. So yeah, we got him for next week. So please come back and have a look, and we're going to ask him a bunch of. I mean, we may not touch the bathroom anal story, but we definitely are going to go places.
He ain't going to give you gold nuggets like that.
He ain't going to give me that.
Shout out,
Hey,
Megan.
Megan. Thank you. You're awesome, Chica.
We'll get that CD out to you tomorrow, Megan. Thank you so much.
Oh, I do want to say, it's funny. I didn't really plan this, but then I remembered the song "Where Are the Demons." And I remember I said, "Well, where are the demons? What the hell do you mean, Bear? What is that about?" He goes, "Oh, it's like how the Norwegians have pussied out now. Like, where are the demons?"
Look at that. They got one. I love it, dude.
How
I mean,
ironic.
That's a deeper thought, though. Like, that's thinking about that shit on another level. I love that kind of thought. I mean, I love hanging out with people like that. It's too bad you've lost him. Hopefully channel him through the PIOUS LEVUS if you could.
Yeah, doing this, and I appreciate you guys giving me the platform to talk about the band, dude. It's
cool. It's such a cool release, man. Like Aaron's really knocked us out the park, and this is like one of those things you got to go pick this up. And
get it.
He's saying that there's a lot going out to other distros out of the country. So he's saying by the time that all goes out, he's only going to have like a few of these left. So I would be down there like a motherfucker to
get yours now.
To get that.
It's a one-time pressing. So
it's a really pressing. And it's Texas history, man. It's fucking part of it. So I mean, if you're collecting it, and I've just started my Texas death metal fucking journey now, so I've got picked up a few things, but Aaron is definitely curating.
Yeah, Aaron's a good place to start for sure. Goat Throne. You guys want to hear a snippet of a PIOUS LEVUS song?
Absolutely.
Throw it up.
It's going to be
he was
really
tickling
shitty
our
sounding.
balls with it before backstage, guys. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna
That'd
be
be
on
super
his.
cult.
Yeah,
Let's
go.
super
Yeah.
cult recording version. So yeah.
And this is
We'll
Pious
just play-
Levers, kids. This is not Hod.
Yeah, this is Pious Levis.
Let's see what
Listen
I
in.
got here.
Brand new Pious Levis right now. Check it out.
I'm not gonna play the whole damn thing.
Dude, it comes through really well.
No. Cut it off at 28 seconds.
Almost there. No vocals yet. This is just. All right, there we go.
Oh, there we go. We got an exclusive.
Yeah.
Got an
We got a
exclusive
Pious
on.
Levers
Straight from the
yeah.
recording studio. This recorded off the speaker, so
That's
don't
right.
say,
Take that, friend.
doesn't-
Oh, by the way, go check out Jamming Out All Badass. Francisco's a great dude over there. I missed the fucking wheel yesterday, dude. I tried to get home.
Yep.
Had a homie come over. But yeah, again, hey, let's shut out these guys. Yeah, Gothorn Records. Go out, support Gothorn Records. Pick up this Hod CD while they last, Metalhead. Seriously. They're not going to. Again, thank you to the Norwegian Black Cult.
Yeah,
We
check 'em
appreciate that. Yeah, go check
Also,
them
too,
out.
Wednesdays and Fridays, heavy metallurgy. If you want to go nerd out on fucking records and talk some metal, that's the one. And all the sister and brother channels, well, mostly brother channels around that. You know, you got Logan, Metal Beer Snob.
Yep.
Let's Talk Metal, fucking Metal Theologian with Aaron. He's been on the show, man. There is a ton of good shit out there. If you are not getting into that, then, you know, you're wasting your life away. You'd be better off on the couch watching these than going out and doing something active, especially today. Right?
With that being said, go check out that new Go to Mentis cassette while it lasts, Metalheads.
That's right. We got some shit coming up too, man. We got some big fuckers thing. We've got fucking paranormal investigators coming up. We're trying to get a real life exorcist on the show, which is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
We got some shit that is like blowing my mind because I'm like, we got to get these people on because these are the fucking.
Yeah.
This is where we want to go.
Lee, let's circle
And
back.
Wyatt. Fucking Wyatt.
Next week, circling back to YXHAM next Sunday, Metalheads. Be there. If you don't come for this, I don't know who the fuck you're gonna watch. Next Sunday night, be there. And again, thank you, Necron. Thank you, Norwegian Black Cult. Necron, you roll. Go check out that new Hod. Go check out Goldthrone Records. Go check out the Lord Necron channel. And go support all this amazing underground music, these cool YouTube channels. Go check out the Warhammer channel. Please go support the Warhammer channel. Go subscribe to the fucking Warhammer channel. Please, Metalheads. Get over there.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it's great stuff over there. Okay, I'll say this. We all saw, Necron, I saw you were there last night. Mordant Red did that spontaneous live stream.
Yeah.
What was Mordant Red's favorite black metal band, everyone? I know.
I didn't catch it.
No, it was one man. It was a one man.
One man. Okay, his one man.
Oh, it's
He
this
was,
guy.
Yeah,
it was this guy.
to put it in perspective, I was the only one there. So
Yeah,
it's like,
it was-
you know,
yeah.
I was the only
No.
guy
Yeah.
at the dance. You know what I mean?
No, if it was a full band, it would have definitely been either
Someone
Hod or
else's.
Pious Levis, I'm sure. But
Played it safe over there, Shred.
yeah. I mean, sorry, Necron. I didn't mean to like fucking shit on our esteemed guest. But again, he did pick it. But Lee was
I
correct.
was
It was a-
at my band CD release show on a Saturday night. I wasn't.
Yeah, we
watching
forgot that
YouTube.
question. I didn't know that was
I was
real.
gonna ask.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I did. It's right here. It's on the list. I was
No, but
gonna
we didn't
ask
get to
that. Yeah.
ask it. Just quickly, can you? What is it? Did you show up to a place? Because I saw photos with a few
Yeah,
of the-
yeah. It's a little place called PIOUS. It's cool. It's a cool little bar on St. Mary's Strip. What it is my buddy Kyle, who's was in Black Jackal, and he does DJing gigs, and they go and play like metal at bars, and good metal, not like just 80s, all the time.
Right,
I mean, they'll play that. But like last night, they had like Omega Vortex on the turntable and stuff like that in the bar. So that was really cool. And he wanted to, just try to do something to get people to show up. And I was really surprised because the Morbosa Dad show was up in Austin. So I know a lot of San Antonio folks, went to that. And then it, like for some reason it was cold and rainy in the middle of April in San Antonio last night, and it rained fucking hard sometimes. And there was a decent little turnout. I was like, hey, cool. And we sold like 8 to 10 little bundles. Where there's a book. Kyle made Book of the Worm patches that came out really nice. And so we sold the posters unfolded in the patch and the CD for like $15, and that's a deal for all that. One night only, you know, at the CD release show. I had a good time, you know, and tribute. It was a tribute to beer, you know, over there.
Hell yeah!
So yeah, that's what that was about.
That's
Tribute
cool.
to beer,
That actually
hot.
still happens, yeah. Because
yeah.
It's like we know what it's like just trying to sell physical. So to have people show up is way more of a
you know, some people showed up to buy it, and I think, you know, a lot of people are just, you know, the crowd, you know, just hanging out doing their thing, and regardless, it was a good time, you know. You know, it wasn't like I was like, you know, Motley Crue in the 80s with a lot of people down there waiting for
Sounds like beer was fucking Motley Crue in the 80s, though, right?
I know, he was Motley Crue in the 80s, right up to last year.
The only thing missing was the millions of dollars. Other than that, yeah.
Hey, you don't need millions of dollars to live like that. You know what I mean? Oh, that's awesome. Dude, he's a legendary guy. Every time, again, circling back, every time you talk about him, he's a fucking amazing dude. Rest in fucking power, beer. You fucking rule. And Necron, thank you again for coming on. Yeah, beer. Sorry, I got to give time for my comments too. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, he always said before every fucking show, we are hot and we play fucking metal. And
it kind of sounded like Lemmy too. He had a Lemmy delivery.
Yeah.
What's the quote on the back here too? More whiskey in the monitors.
He used to say that. One time in Jersey, he said that. The sound man was all confused, and we saw him walk up looking into the monitors. I was like, "What is fucking guy? Where's the whiskey?"
That's like, hey, you're running out of blinker fluid. Holy shit.
The monitors. All right.
Yeah. Bring us home.
All right, let's go. Necron, you rule. Warhammer, you rule. We all got to go to work tomorrow. Thank you, Metalheads, for showing up tonight. This was one of my favorite shows ever. We will see you again next week with XHAM, sorry. And again, go check out that Hot City. Go get some Warhammer up in you. And everyone have an incredible week. We will see you again next Sunday at the Mayhem Sundays show is what we're calling it, people. And that may change as quickly as this week, I think. All right. So let's get there. Necron, thank you. Lee,
thank you again. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Everyone,
thank you,
Miss A. Yeah. Chat, you rule. Couldn't do it without all your support. And we will see you again next week. Everyone, thank you, Miss A. Miss A couldn't do it without her as well. And we will see you later, motherfuckers.
You hate it when people say, you don't need alcohol to have a good time. Well, you don't need running shoes to run, but it fucking helps.
People sneeze different in other countries. Like French people might go achoo. Dude, they do. Yeah, like German people say just like achoo. Wait. Achtung. Yes. Scheiße. Oh, mein Haver sneezen. Watch out, Klaus. Mein Haver sneeze up. Achtung! Please set me free from this. Oh, I've got schnitzel everywhere. Oh no, I've got sauerkraut all over my lederhosen. You gotta stop. I can't do this with you at all, dude. Sorry for my louden sneezing.
Hello, Laura, love. What are you doing there, then?
I'm burying my goldfish.
Oh, dear, what a shame. Still, it's only a goldfish, I suppose, isn't it? But why are you digging such a big hole, you silly thing?
Because it's inside your f***ing cat.
But you see, in dealing with me, the relatives didn't know. that they were dealing with a staunch character. And I tell you, if there's anything worse than a staunch woman, STAUNCH. There's nothing worse, I'm telling you.
Where's Becky? She's taking a shit.
I'm gonna kick his ass, and then I'm gonna kick your ass.
You're not gonna touch
me. And then I'm
me.
gonna kick it like rock death.
You're all going to hell. Goodbye.